Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Manor Lord Monday as we continue to try and beat the Baron. Today's episode, we continue to make our manor into a fortification. We managed to establish some trade, we very quickly bring in some money, and we take on a load of bandits. First one being a bandit raid, and the second one failing at taking a bandit camp as they charge through my front line and destroy my archers. However, it's all fun and games, so without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back in Manor Lords Monday. Before we continue on our series, the developer released a new little update, so we can quickly run through this. So they just say apologise for being a while since the last update. First thing they're going to introduce is this affinity system, which is going to come out soon, which is quite cool. So each different environment has its own pros and cons. So there's going to be the game's going to be broken down into different environments like meadow, woodland, farmland, rural, and urban. And each location will have its own pros and cons. So the example they give here is apiaries, which are essentially beehives. They're going to benefit from having a large woodland area in the region. So if you have loads of woods, it becomes a woodland. If you chop down all the woods, you're going to reduce the woodland and maybe turn it into more rural or farmland, which is quite cool. So you can then focus on different types of industry. Depends what your region's best for. So it says here, as you chop down forests, your woodland affinities will start to disappear. So if you value your forest-based industries, you may want to take care of your forest more. This is really interesting. They've introduced this as well. Well, they're going to introduce this. This isn't quite out yet. So new shop fronts and artisan workstations. So this looks really cool. A little bit more flair to the game, which the game already has a lot of flair, but it's pretty cool. A new map called the Divided. This is what the map's going to look like. These are obviously the King's Roads by the looks of it. Nope, these are the King's Roads, yes. It just looks okay, looks fine. I'm not sure where all of these are obviously going to be all the main starting areas, but I'm not sure where all the cliffs are going to be, but that looks okay. And then they're going to add see-through fortifications. So when you've got your towers, which I haven't built a single tower yet with troops inside, when you do build them, you can then see through them, which is quite cool. New development perk cards. These look quite cool. So they've just rejuvenated and reworked all of the building cards as well. These all look quite nice. They've got their own little flair to them. So you can pause the video and have a look at each of these. But I think they look quite cool. I'm not sure about this little pack station horse here. It looks like he's having a bad day. But the rest of these, they all have their own little charm, which I quite like. I don't have anything against what they currently have, but these little tiles are quite nice. And hopefully soon we'll get another big update. But this is good for now. I like this. So we're going to jump into the game. See you in a second. And so we're back in Manor Lords, as you can see here. Last episode we continued to build this little fortification here. As you can see, we've got essentially one side of the wall being built. I'm going to build this in stages. I was correctly told that this trading post, even if I build it down here, it will still be connected to the King's Road. So that little that pop-up that kept coming up last time was a bit of a bug. So I can just delete this and I'll rebuild it further down. So I'm going to do that. Also very good to know that once we've finished building our walls here, anything inside the walled manor will not will essentially be completed. We won't be able to add anything after that. So that's very good to know. So thank you for that feedback. I do appreciate it. So we're going to rebuild the trading post just down here. So it's in the middle of all of this. And let's look at all of our resources and how everything's going. So everything looks okay. We do need to pump up our regional wealth to be able to start setting up some of our trade routes. But all in all, we can now start upgrading these to get a little bit more money. And as we upgrade these, we should be completely fine. So we obviously have a few planks, have a bit of timber. We're moving a lot of stuff up here to continue building this. We did upgrade or grab ourselves our second province over here, which is great because it gives ourselves some fish and some wild animals, which is very good. So this place will probably produce a lot of food again, and then we'll just transport food. The fish will replace the fish with the berries, so we can have a good source of 3 types of food between these two areas. Now I'll just build a defense like a manor just up here, because between these two, with this big river, I may need to rebuild another path going something like directly to one another, like this. That's going to take a lot of planks, but that's something we may want to do if we build a manor about here or here, just so we can defend one another quite quickly, because there's quite a long way round. And then if we get this zone here, then we could build another manor just here for defensive fortification or somewhere up here, because I wouldn't mind being highly defended if possible. And if you look at how everything's going, so we're just collecting all of these stones down here, which looks like our stone has cleared up, so we've got all of the stones possible. Which looks like which doesn't look like there's much stone left, but that's fine. So we can now demolish this because we don't need this anymore, and we can also delete this road because this is a pointless road now. Remove road. There you go. So they'll just come and collect this at some point. We don't have very many stones to play with. That's fine. Do we have a large amount of? We have a large stone deposit there, and a smallish one there. Because the only problem is that when we build all of these will require stone. So we may need to look at trying to grab some more stones sooner rather than later, or we can try and buy some. Obviously buying some is not the end of the world. We do have a large surplus of food, so if I go to the marketplace, so we want someone in the granary and the storehouse, which is fine. There we go. So you've still got 2 more families to play with here, but I think we're in a good place. Well, we are in a very good place, as long as we don't get attacked. And I think, did we set up a... don't think we set up a... what are they called? So these guys are... what are these guys doing? Oh, I haven't set them up with anything. Okay, because I needed the money. That's why. Okay, so we need to set these guys up with something soon. But obviously I need the money first. So we are going to upgrade all of our burbages as soon as we can. And let's look at this. We've got loads of resources now. That's the wrong one. Yeah, we just need loads more planks. That's the only issue. And obviously we have got a limit of how many planks we're building at the moment. Yeah, so let's reduce this down. Actually, no, let's keep it about 25. Because I do want a load of timber to continue to build and upgrade up here. So each kind of side we build will require a lot of timber. But I can speed this up again. And every month we should get a little bit of an income. And I think we have... just looking at our houses, do we have any spare? Okay, we have no available living space, so we do want to increase that. Every time we can, we just want to slowly increase our living space. However, I think, should we go for another one of these? So we just want to make this a singular. Build you there. This would be a singular vegetable plot, so we have loads of veg to get through, and we can just sell any excess veg. I think that's going to be the play there. Obviously, we just want to get as much timber and planks as possible as well. We are going to reduce the saw pit down, and we're going to put you down to a reserve of 10, just for the time being. And then we will want to continue to build up here, but there's no rush to continue building up here, because we do have a lot to go through. So we've got another tower being built there. I think we've got a tower being built up there as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. It's been a couple of weeks since I last recorded, so I have been quite unwell. You might be able to hear it in my voice. But for this week and next week's Manor Lord Monday, because I'm away on a training course of work, so I won't be able to record during the week, so I'm having to record now before I leave on my course. But it is meaning that I'm a bit raspy because I'm a bit unwell at the moment. But it is what it is. So, we do need more timber everywhere. That's fine. Then planks. So I think what's stopping us right now is the amount of oxen. We just need more oxen. So we'll actually get ourselves another pack station by hitching post. Noting that we won't be able to do anything with this just yet. We can at least build it because we do need a lot more regional wealth to get ourselves another oxen. At the moment, okay. We are slowly getting everything sorted. I think our first load of regional wealth, we'll just buy ourselves another ox. And if we get 4 planks, it shouldn't be too much longer. We'll get ourselves another, we'll upgrade that. We'll get ourselves a second ox in a couple of months' time. Because we are having to wait for all of our burbages to level up. Each month we should get a little bit more regional wealth. So last episode, when I came off of last episode thinking, how do I make money completely forgetting that Burbages, when you get to level 2, they do give you regional wealth every month. So that's really useful. I completely forgot that that was a thing. But now obviously need to wait for the next month, and then we should be able to get a bit more money. I think most of our oxes are focused on moving everything up to here, which is fine. This obviously needs to still be built as well. There you go, that's now been built. So now our 2 oxes can now focus on building everything inside our town, because we've got 3 upgrades to do and build this one here. So you have a lot to work on. Oh, Bandit camp sighted. Where's this Bandit camp? That is just north of us. That's perfect. So we can actually go send our retinue out to it. Let's go straight to combat. Retinue. I customize. Okay, I get 1, 2, and 3 of you. So our adversary's already getting an army to take out the bandit camp. So we are going to quickly go take it out. So we want Spear Militia, rally here. You guys to rally here. There you go. And then with our retinue being so close, as they've already started spawning, which is fine. Okay, there we go. I thought they got stuck for a second. Well, they did get stuck for a second. There you go. Need these spear guys to hurry up. So you're going to have to drop back for a second. You guys are going to have to run up here as soon as possible. It looks like we have lost 1 spear, which is fine, I guess. And I think everything else looks fine. Yeah, everything else looks fine. We just need everything else to finish being built. This is almost... I think that has now been built now, which is good. Okay, you can now prepare. You guys stand your ground. You want to be one abreast. You guys are still sprinting, which is good. I'm going to let these charge into the retinue, then my spear militia will be on their flank. And then I think our adversary, yeah, he's still got 3 units coming down anyway. Okay, now you guys can charge in. You guys just get a little bit closer and then charge in from the flank. Perfect, there we go. Nice and easy. This should be another easy bandit camp for us. So they're already losing troops. As long as we don't lose any troops, I'll be happy. There we go, we didn't lose any troops, which is perfect. You guys disband. You guys go and grab this bandit camp. We will need to build a corpse pit, I believe. Unless we already have one. I don't think we do already have one. So let's build ourselves a corpse pit wherever they are. There's a corpse pit. Build it next to there, which makes sense for it to be there. This will be the highest priority, so we can get someone up here to start burying these bodies. Although, as they're bandits, I'm not sure whether they count as bodies we really care about, but I'm not 100% sure about that. There you go. So we've got this. This belongs to us now. You guys back here. You can now disband. You guys can sprint. Okay, corpse pit's finished. Let's put someone in there for a couple, for a little bit of time. There you go. So we can now buy ourselves. Do we care about having another ox now? Yeah, I think we do. Let's buy ourselves another ox. No, take you off of there. Buy ourselves another ox. Then we are going to want to trade some of our food. Obviously, we need to set up some trade. So export berries, fine. Export vegetables, fine. So it's 20 and 30 to set those 2 up, which is fine. It will just take a bit of time for us to get there. Yeah, Noah Burbage plot level 2 is done. Which is awesome. This one just needs some more timber. This one needs some more timber. So timber is the priority at the moment. We have leveled up this. So we've got doubles the capacity of wild berries, which is useful. Doubles the amount of meat produced by butchers and the animal pen. I think passively gaining hides is useful. I don't think it's the most useful. I think we're going to halve the cost of trade. That's going to be our first priority. So we want to establish trade sooner rather than later. So there we go. That's dirt cheap now. So we can start buying in some stone. So we are going to need some more stone. Because at the moment having 20 stone is just not enough. Let's speed this up a little bit more. And once we have a trade route established for the berries and the wild animals, we can definitely then move things around. So at the moment we obviously have someone in the tannery as well. But loads of leather. We definitely don't need that. Let's take you off there. Yeah, it's saying it's not connected to the King's Road, but definitely is connected. But the notification has disappeared, so it looks like that's fine. You guys can be disbanded. Let's click back on the manor and let's see what we need to build. So I'd like to build this garrison tower, which costs a lot. So is it's going to cost us 40? I don't think it will. So I'll go back onto here. Okay. So if I commit to this, I don't know what it's trying to make me build. It's going to cost 15. It's going to cost so much. What is it trying to build? If I commit to this, what's it trying to... It's rebuilding these. That's such a stupid mechanic. So every time you click commit, you have to rebuild all of this. I really hate that. It's what seems to be so wrong about the actual manor itself. Whether it's a bug, it just seems really wrong. Okay, yes. You should be burying these bodies. Okay, at least I think that you are now. Yeah, that seems really wrong. Each time you click commit, you have to rebuild what you've already built. So stupid. It should at least... You should just keep building up on it. So if I want to build a big structure here, I'm going to have to, like I did a couple episodes ago where I built a big base, big fortification around me, I had to build like 7 lumber yards. It looks like I'm going to have to do exactly the same again. It must be a bug, because that is one of the worst game design mechanics I've ever seen. But hey, if that's what they want to do with their game, it's their game. I just think it's a bit stupid. Okay. So this one's now complete. Awesome. So let's get ourselves another person in here. So we are going to have to buy in more. We are going to buy in more stones. So we're going to import. And we get this to desired surplus of. Let's keep buying in until we get 20. Because we're going to have to now. This is a bit of a shame, but I guess it is what it is. Although it's going to have to be higher than 20, isn't it? I think it's going to have to be 50. Because we're going to have to build everything again. And we're going to have to get a 1 tower here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 towers. I think they're 5 each. And then you want to build a garrison, which is another 10 or 15. So that's going to be 70 stone. So this is going to be all the way up to about 70. Let's go to 75. We could buy it slowly over time, of course. Can I sell my food yet? No, need 15 and 10. That's completely fine. And obviously we have a lot of fuel now as well, which is good. Always good to see our fuel going up. And I think all of these are all level 2. Okay, I think... What are you missing to level up? Okay, you need more planks. Is there someone in the saw pit? There is someone in the saw pit, that's good. Which I haven't seen our planks go up for a while. Okay, you can come off here, so I think you're done. Let's put 1 person to the trading post. Granary, we're going to have to level up the granary at some point as well, aren't we? Yes, we are. It's going to be really expensive to do. Yeah, planks-wise, it's going to be expensive. Because, once again, we do need more oxes. Because obviously they're now committed heavily to building the manor. And we need, I think it's 200 treasury. Let's go over here and just go to the treasury. No, not that one. This is the one. Yeah, 250. Okay, that's fine. So first thing we actually want to do is actually upgrade our retinue to full strength. And they will slowly gain, I guess they'll gain experience over time, I guess. But the experience gain seems to be quite low. Yeah, I would want to upgrade them with armor, but there is no rush for that one. That will happen over time. If I get a garrison tower, then I can increase that to 24 in the garrison, which I'd like, because then I can then go and take on bandit camps without having to call up my militia. We are going to get attacked in 115 days, so I wouldn't mind getting a bowler's workshop ready. That once again, this is fine. This is not the best, but it is fine. That needs planks as well, which is okay. How come we just lost some regional wealth? Not sure. Not sure at all. So you do still buy and sell even if you don't have a established trade route, because we just sold. Let's go up here and trade. Yeah, we just sold a load of berries. Obviously, it's just you don't have a dedicated trader, which is good to know. So we want to sell berries, sell for more. So let's set up the berry one first. There we go, and we leave that be. Then once we do another sale, we can then get the vegetables sold, and then we can get a trade route for the stone as well. And hopefully we can get that all established sooner rather than later. There we go, there's a little bit more money there. Okay, we took the money directly out, that's fine. And I think we'll go up in stages, I think. So we'll start with 25 first. You start 25 and we'll just go up in stages of how much we need, because we do need to spend money on other things. Like we do need another oxen, because this is a bit annoying. Let's put this on medium priority. And yeah, it shouldn't take long to get to 25. Actually, let's put this down to 15, and we'll pump it. We'll do 5 at a time, increments of 5 when we have a little bit spare money. That 55 is obviously 55 regional wealth, which is a fair amount. Yes, we'll get 2 more, and then we'll there we go. So that's the 2 more done just there. So we can now set up a regional trade route for the other food. Nope, I needed 20 for that, so we're almost there. And once that's done, then we can look at getting hopefully another oxen. It's just a shame this saw pit's just not been used for a while, so I wouldn't mind getting some more upgrades. So we've got 83 days, so we'll probably get to the point where the bandits attack. We'll get through the bandit attack, and then we'll go from there. And do we have enough? We have 20 stone. I think 20 stone is where we're going to stop. Yes, it was. Good. How much is it for another oxen? 20 for another oxen. That's fine. Yeah, it's just a shame. It is. I do. Hopefully, we'll see whether it's made a difference. But hopefully, we should just be able to. Once this is done, it shouldn't require us to spend the same resources again. I'm sure it's a bug. Because it didn't happen a couple episodes ago when I originally built this. I'm sure it's just a bug. I'm hoping it's just a bug. It's one really lame bug. There you go. So we've got a little bit more money there. So we can now establish, get ourselves a. Okay, we need planks. Really bad. We need planks. So we can get ourselves another trade. Let's get this ready. Good. This is now done, so we can now get you a vegetable patch as well. And let's see, do I have enough money for this? I do have enough money for this. Once again, we just need planks. So that is the only limiting factor at the moment. We need 2 more oxen up here. That's 1 more oxen. There's the last oxen. Good. So now the oxen can actually now do their job. This guy's just walking around with random bits of timber. Good. So now if we go to City Builder, okay, now it doesn't cost anything. That's good to know. That's just really strange it asked me to build it for a second time. Anyway, this happened. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it either. So now we've got 61 days. We've got 2 months to get as many bows as possible. So we've got 5 planks. There we go. So we can now immediately... I need 6 planks. Never mind. So we want to get this as soon as possible. This could be the highest priority. We will probably be able to take on these enemies anyway. But... there we go. Let's get you done. Saw pit, we're going to change this to 25. So we do have loads of timber already. This is going to be the highest priority. Maybe we can get at least a couple bows out before we get attacked. We've got enough for upgrading that now. Unassigned families, that's fine. So we've taken both families off of this one, which is okay. And this is allowing us to go to Burbage level 2. We don't want to go to Burbage level 2 just yet. Advanced, we want to make ourselves bows. Planks, we want a reserve of... Let's go do a reserve of... let's limit the... No, let's not do that. Let's limit our war bows. Let's limit our war bows to... I'm going to say 16. Actually, let's go to 32. There we go. So hopefully they can just make a load of war bows now. With that in mind, we can now start to upgrade some of these other burbages. Because we are getting a load of planks now. So upgrade, upgrade, and upgrade. And this should be, once this is complete as well, we should be in a really good place. We can take someone off of the logging camp. We don't need that many logs at the moment because we're almost full. And we can probably open the city planner over here and get ourselves another garrison tower. There we go. This is probably not going to be done in time. I'm going to commit to that one. This will be the highest. This will be the highest priority. Or no, we're going to put that as a high priority. The stable is going to be the highest priority, so we can buy ourselves the next oxen. There we go. Good. Now, if we go back to trade, we can now buy this. Establish a trade route. Done. And I think everything's going to be built over time, which is perfect. We have 4 war bows, which is good. We do have a minimum amount of war bows. There you go, it's 5. Money is going to very quickly trickle on in. Our food will drop a little bit, but that should be okay. Well, it will be okay. Our next point will probably go into... having double berries, which is this on him. Just so we can get even more, because we are selling more, which you don't tend to want to sell all of your food. This should be ready soon. That is ready, good. We just need someone to move into that, and our happiness is quite high. Yes, we're going to get attacked by the end of this month. We've got another person just moved into this town here, so we can upgrade this one as well. So all of ours should be level 2. We can look at probably getting ourselves a butcher's workshop soon. And how's it looking over here? So this is almost done, which is perfect. Then we can look at starting to build the rest of the walls as well. But like I said, we're going to get through, take on this bandit attack. We've got 19 more days. We're going to see how much is going to come towards us. We've got a bit of spare money. We may want to bring in the treasury. So we look at mercenaries at the moment. They're not... Okay, this is a relatively cheap one. 50. So we may want to bring that in. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to sustain them. So we may have to get them in, fight the bandits and get rid of them. But we will see. And so we're now just waiting. 11 more days. That's 20 warbows done now, which is good. We're going to dismiss those. Burbage plot level 2 is done as well. You are done as well. Perfect. Let's go and get ourselves a bigger retinue. There we go. So we need 9 more soldiers, which is fine. We can now look at potentially... So we have no planks. That's okay. Once again, we have to commit to rebuild this. It's... I really hate that. I really do hate that. I'm having to build the garrison tower twice. That's so stupid. It's the worst mechanic of this game. There's no reason why you need to build buildings like that twice. Anyway, let's get through this. Let's get to winter. Another ruler's army has been sighted. Does it mean there's a bandit camp somewhere? There is a bandit camp. So, I did not see that pop-up come up. So that's fine. Let's get you guys... 7 days. Could we get there in time? I don't think we're going to get there in time and get back and defend ourselves. So we are going to let the Baron have that one bandit camp. It's a lot of money for us. Unless I have a slight sneaky plan. No, not you. Spear Militia. Let's get you guys rallied up. Get you guys rallied down here. And I'll explain that in a second why I've done this. These guys are going to essentially sneak round behind. Once he's aggroed the bandits, my guys are going to steal the bandit camp, and then going to get him to come and run back. So I only need the money. I don't really care for anything else. Then we should have enough of a retinue to be able to hold. Probably shouldn't have spent all my money. I definitely shouldn't have spent all my money. Never mind. Going to get attacked in 2 days. We've got 23 soldiers. That's fine. And let's see. Can we see them on the map yet? Okay, we can't see them. That's fine. You guys just keep running up here. Stop about there. Enemy units spotted. Where are they? Okay, there's 2 units of them. Let's not take the risk. Let's not take the risk at all. You have a bit of time till they get here. We are going to call up the retinue. And I guess we're just going to rebuild this. Annoyingly, we have no planks again. Okay, they're working on planks now. I guess we've just stolen them in the militias, but that's fine. Then warbows. Let's give ourselves a unit of warbows. You guys are going to rally up here as well. Okay, so his army's still up there. We may have time. There may be time for us to still ninja it and sneak in behind, because their army is going very slow. And there's our... Okay, there's our foe. Yeah, because I just want to get this built sooner rather than later. Once it's built, we'll be happy, because this is a good fortification we'll be able to hold. Okay, is the enemy still... If they're still up here, there is no crossing point up here. So they were up here. So that means that... Okay, now they're there. That's fine. We may very well be able to take on these and take on the other force. Take on the bandit camp. Right, so you guys are going to want to just essentially stand around about there. You guys stand over here. Actually, can I get... Okay, it looks like I can't get in the tower just yet. It'd be cool if we could get you in the tower. I guess this needs to be fully completed. And here they come. So what I'm going to do is get these guys to essentially get into combat. You guys are going to stand your ground. My archers, once they're in combat, these guys are just going to swoop round behind them and attack them from the flank. Yeah, let's get you to at least face the right direction. And pew pew, good, good. They're cheering away, which is good. Right, you guys move. You guys move. You guys come around and flank them. And you guys just face this way quickly. Can you guys attack, please? Okay, looks like they're not going to attack. Well, they're going to attack the odd one that's out of this mesh. Which makes sense. Okay, they've lost some brigads. Let's see how many. So it looks like we didn't lose any soldiers. Well, I guess it's not over yet, but you guys come around here, trying to hit them from the flank. I do want to try and shoot them. Okay, they're over. Good. So their army's there. We may still have time to hit that bandit camp up there, so we're going to run straight up there. Let's put you guys on to push forward. And let's make sure we've got someone within the burial grounds, because there's a lot of dead bodies. I don't think these guys are coming for us. Nope, they've changed their focus. They're not coming for us, which is good. Let's get up there as soon as possible. We may be able to get ourselves 2 wins from this. If we can get 2 wins, we can potentially get ourselves another zone. Should be amazing. So our influence is quite high now. Alright, let's move you guys up a little bit. So I would like you guys here, you guys here, kind of in a funnel, and you guys in the center. Just like that. Where's our foes over? Okay, we've got plenty of time till our adversary gets here. So I want to definitely slow this down. You guys are going to stand your ground. You guys stand your ground. I move forward just by a bit. You guys move forward just by a bit. You guys charge in. You guys charge in. Okay, that's a bit sad. They've got a couple of them get through. So we're going to lose archers here. That's very annoying. I was hoping we can bridge the gap. We'll block the gap sooner rather than later. Never mind. Okay, we may lose our whole archer army. Okay, or not. Okay, that's suboptimal. We did lose how many soldiers? 6 soldiers? That's okay. You guys make your way back. You're going to get disbanded as soon as possible. And let's steal all this money. So I need to remember that archers are squishy. And definitely don't get them into melee combat. This belongs to us. Let's steal that money. You guys can make your way back as well. Perfect. And let's have a look up here. How is this all looking? It's got loads of planks now. So we can now commit to this. Let's get ourselves some more outer towers, I guess. Let's get ourselves 1 outer tower just down here. Then we want to get ourselves 1 there. And 1 more this way. Then how much is this going to cost? It's going to cost 50 and 20 and 30 stone. So we want 50 and 30 stone. That's okay. Logging camp can only hold that much, so we want to get ourselves a second logging camp. Second logging camp just there. And we want to increase this to 50. Gee, say again, I can't actually remember how much I said. So that wants to be 30, so that's fine. This will have to be increased to 30. There we go. So we can now buy those in. This, fine. We can now buy ourselves a second oxen as well. And I think food should be fine. Yeah, the food's fine. Let's probably increase the amount we actually hold. So let's go back over here. This is going to go up to 100. 100 berries and 100 vegetables before we sell. Meat, we're not going to touch the meat. We're going to keep as much meat as possible. And they're starting to bury everything, which is good. Our warbows stocks will grow up. Will increase again. Once these guys are back, they'll be able to do some more crafting. Okay, you guys disband. And you guys can disband as soon as you get in as well. Perfect, disband. So now we can click here. Logging camp's finished, which is great. We want now... That's 2 more. So we're missing 7. Yes, I could have got our second region over here. But I don't tend to rush to get my second region. I'm quite happy with what we've got. A few people mourning, that's fine. Let's get someone else into this logging camp. And we want 50 bits of timber. Let's increase saw pit. We want a production, don't really care for that. Let's put a production limit of 50. So at 50 planks you will stop. Warbows are doing fine. We've got loads of warbows now. We're almost up to our cap of 32 where we want to stop. Yeah, we're in a very good place. So we're going to end this episode here. I think that we're slowly going to be able to make our way through, and as long as you don't get overwhelmed, obviously our manor up here is happening. It's going to be slow. We need obviously 50 bits of timber, which is a lot. A fair bit more stone, but we'll get it over time. Once all of this side has been completed, then we'll obviously then focus on actually looking at this. Go to build walls. That's going to go out like that. So let's put one over this way. There we go. So we can at least... That doesn't cost too much. Let's construct you. We can at least... If we're going to spend so much money, we may as well spend some of this planks. So we now need 60 planks. Because then this little corner up here... Should we just... An idea. Should we just do this? Let's see how much this all costs. And I'd like one there. And then for my own sanity, I'd like that there. Walls and gates. Build a wall and gate. That going straight across there. That can go just there. And you all the way around here. Perfect. So that's going to cost that much. So it's 104 timber, 107 and 55. 104, this is 55. Let's get this up to 55. And this is going to be 104 logging camps. That's going to be 4 of these, I believe. 4 logging camps will get us that much. And just double check, it's 107, I believe. Castle planner, 107, yes. So 107 planks. Let's go up to here. Let's put the plank limit of 107. There we go. So anybody that's spare, once they've built these 2 logging camps, or these 3 logging camps, we can then just get as much trees as possible, get this built, and once that's built, we will be in a really good place. So I may actually just have this running in the background, so next episode we should have this completed. But we'll end this episode here anyway. So if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. As per usual, I do appreciate each and every one of you, even if you made it this far. I have a couple links down in the description below. Got a Discord if you want to join the community Discord. It's a small community, slowly growing. You're more than welcome to join. And on top of that, we also have 2 YouTube channels down below. One is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel, which is called One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about some fantasy lore, stuff like Game of Thrones and... sorry, my brain just went... Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and some Warhammer. And then, speaking of Warhammer, we also have a joint YouTube channel which is all about the Warhammer tabletop series, where we are currently painting, collecting, building a load of different factions. Soon we're going to be battling them, which is pretty cool. So if that's the type of stuff you'd like, then have a look over at Nerdy Miniatures, and we'll end this one here. Next episode, when you come in next week, this manor will be done. Hopefully we'll get it done sooner rather than later, because I don't want this to take years. But have a wonderful day, everyone, and peace out.